Hey, welcome to video 39 of Max Lucado's You'll Get Through This. Lucado opens up this chapter by sharing his experience about arriving in Manhattan on 3 days after 9/11. He describes in detail the numbness, the sights, the smells, and the horror of the day. He says, we can relate because calamities can leave us off balance and confused. Consider the crisis of Joseph's generation. Now there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very severe, so that the land of Egypt and the land of Canaan languished because of the famine. That's Genesis 47. During the time Joseph was struggling to reconcile with his brothers, he was also navigating a catastrophe. It had been 2 years since the last drop of rain. The sky was endlessly blue, the sun relentlessly hot, animal carcasses littered the ground, and no hope appeared on the horizon. The land was a dust ball. No rain meant no farming. No farming meant no food. When people appeared to Pharaoh for help, he said, "Go to Joseph and do whatever he says." The people remained calm. A society that was ripe for bedlam actually thanked the government rather than attacking it. It makes a person wonder if Joseph ever taught a course in crisis management, Lucado says. If he did, he included the words he told his brothers, God sent me to preserve you. God sent me before you to preserve life, for these 2 years of famine has been in the land, and there are still 5 years which there will be neither plowing nor harvesting, and God sent me before you. Joseph began and ended his crisis assessment with references to God. God preceded the famine. God would outlive the famine. God was all over the famine. God, famine, God. I want to share something with you. We call it a God sandwich. How would you currently describe your crisis? The economy, the economy, the economy, the election, the election, the election, the divorce, the divorce, the divorce, cranky spouse, cranky spouse, cranky spouse? Do we find ourselves reciting our woes more than we do heaven's power and strength? So I want a purpose for you today to think God, divorce, God. God was before the divorce, God's in the middle of the divorce, and God's going to be at the end of the divorce, or the economy, or the election, or whatever you are struggling with. Track how often you share your trial compared to how often you share what you put your hope in, or where you think that trial is going to end up going. Perhaps if we shared our trial by saying, I have no idea why God is bringing me through this valley, but I know on the other side, He's going to reveal to me something of value, or I have no idea why God is not removing this from me, but I know that I will be a better person afterwards. Start to share the God sandwich. God at the beginning of your problem, God in the middle of your problem, and God at the end of your problem. Have a great day. Take care.